Hello everybody, Thanksgivingfest 2024 begins tomorrow, November the 24th, 2024. It is the second annual Thanksgiving Fest. Last year was the first one. It was the pilot Thanksgiving Fest. It was a testing to see if we would continue it in the future, and it was a good success. I had a good feeling about it going in. Last year it ran 8 days total. It ran from the Friday before Thanksgiving through Brown Friday, and the recommendation was to try to do at least 3 films and to make it very laid back the whole time. And then I offered some suggestions for which films, and some that are kind of on everyone's list. So for those 8 days, I did 6 films, which worked out just fine. And so the set list from 2023 was as follows. The first one was the first ever Thanksgiving Fest film, was A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, 1973. The Charlie Brown holiday films it's kind of like a trilogy: Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Christmas being the most celebrated one of the 3, but Halloween, it's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown, is also one that has a huge following. People love it. But the middle one, the Thanksgiving episode, the Thanksgiving film, is kind of the forgotten one, and it's the least viewed, but I think it's very underrated, and I've always loved it. It has a much different feel than the bookends. It's kind of like the Super Mario Brothers 2 of the Charlie Brown trilogy. It has the presence of adults in this one. It's felt a lot more than the others. There's a lot of discussion about the adults, about the parents, about the grandparents or the grandmother. You even hear the parents talking on the telephone when they call them. So that's very different. I love the meal they have outside at the picnic table with the toast, the jelly beans, the popcorn. It's just great. They have a great atmosphere with showing the November sky being kind of cloudy. It's very unique. So I've always loved this one. The second one was called A Squirrel Story 2020. This one I don't remember much. I just know it was a free one on YouTube, and it's something to do with Thanksgiving, and it's no longer available on YouTube. A Squirrel Story 2020. The third one was called Molly's Pilgrim 1985, also a short film with Lily Crafton and Sophia Liazolka, I think is her name, is the one who plays Molly. This one was a very pleasant surprise. It's like maybe a 30-minute short film, and this one I think I'll probably bring back this year. Molly's Pilgrim 1985 was really good. The Wednesday night feature of last year, the only long feature, the only full-length feature, was Planes, Trains, and Automobiles 1987, which is a favorite for many people. And I hadn't seen this in over a decade, and very enjoyable. Steve Martin, John Candy, etc. The Thursday night, the Thanksgiving Day feature presentation last year, was Franksgiving 2014, a favorite of mine. Also a short film, Tony Bingham as Frank. I like this one a lot. A very small independent film. All right, and then the final one on Brown Friday was The Day After Thanksgiving, 1952. So I'll probably bring back that one, and maybe bring back Franksgiving, and maybe A Squirrel Story. And we'll see about that one. All right, so that was my set list from 2023. A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, 1973. A Squirrel Story, 2020. Molly's Pilgrim, 1985. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, 1987. Franksgiving, 2014. and the day after Thanksgiving, 1952. For 2024, we're starting we have some adjustments for Thanksgivingfest. Instead of 8 days, we're doing 7 days. Instead of starting on the Friday before, we're starting on the Sunday before. So we're going Sunday the 24th through Saturday. I said Friday. Through Saturday the 30th. Okay, so the Thanksgiving Saturday. I think that's a really good adjustment. That's one that will probably stay. Part of that was a last minute adjustment. Andy Tin and I. 24th, and so it's going to be the 24th tomorrow through the 30th next Saturday. So this is the latest that Thanksgiving can possibly be on the calendar. And the way we have Thanksgivingfest lined up this year is we have a 7-day. It's 7 days, and it leads right into Christmas Fest because Thanksgiving is so late this year. So last Thanksgiving Fest day is the 30th, and then December the 1st, the next day, we begin Christmas Fest. All right? So I'm recommending doing 5 this year for the 7 days. Do 5, keep it low key, keep it laid back. I'm gonna do all 7 days of film. Okay. So tonight, this means that tonight's the last day before it starts. This is the last day of 2024 where we can watch something other than Thanksgiving or Christmas related films. Because Christmas Fest is through December. And that's not really true, because I take it's not required to watch, every night. But technically, it's like we have the fests back to back. All right, so hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving Fest, and I'm gonna just give you some films here. Some are pretty obvious, just to give you an idea that there are a lot of films that people recommend that are related to Christmas. The Big Chill, 1993. Son-in-Law, 1993. Pauly Shore film. Spider-Man, 2002. If you like action, that's definitely one. Rocky, 1976. This has something to do with Thanksgiving. Sin of a Woman, 1992. You've Got Mail, 1998. Addams Family Values, 1993. It's another comedy. A lot of these are comedies. Hannah and Her Sisters, 1986. This is a Woody Allen film. It's drama. Trading Places, 1983, with Dan Aykroyd, with Eddie Murphy. Grumpy Old Men, 1993. Mathau and Lemon. That's a Thanksgiving film. American Gangster, 2007. All right. The Plymouth Adventure, 1952. Home for the Holidays, 1995. I think this is, I forget who's in this. Home for the Holidays. Okay. Alice's Restaurant, 1969. All right. Pieces of April, 2003. Holiday Inn, 1942. Starting Over, 1979. Burt Reynolds film. It continues. My Blue Heaven, 1990. Steve Martin. Turkey Hollow, 2015. This has got Mary Steenburgen in it. I think it might be Disney. The Wiz, 1978. Might have to check that one out. The Wiz starts with a Thanksgiving meal. Diana Ross, Michael Jackson. Richard Pryor, some others in there. Mall Cop, 2009, with that idiot from that Kevin show or whatever. Beethoven, 1992. Sweet November, 2001. This is a romantic comedy with Keanu Reeves. Jack and Jill, 2011. Adam Sandler. I hear this one's really bad. Soup's On, 1948, is an animated one. Donald Duck and his nephews. Feeding the Kitty, 1957, is a Tom and Jerry film. All right, about Thanksgiving. The Last Waltz, 1978, took place on Thanksgiving. If you want a musical concert thing, Robbie Robertson, Bob Dylan, etc. And then one I mentioned last year, Christmas Evil, 1980s, has to do with Christmas. That's a horror one. The Thanksgiving Promise, 1986, a TV film with Beau Bridges. There's a lot of them there to choose from, and you kind of do your own if you want. But there's Towel Heist, 2011, Ben Stiller. So there's some of your films there for possibilities. Hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving fest, and I know I will. So, all right, see you guys later, and I'll see you for the Christmas Fest preview.